Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of Transformer Facts Friday. This is the second weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Keep you guys updated with things that are found on the world of Transformers. I'll let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course what's happening with my Instagram. Once again, same as last night's edition, there's not that much at the moment, but I'm quite thankful of that, A, because of my bank balance, and B, I'm a little bit under the weather this morning. But we're going to start off straight away with a first look at Transformers Rise of the Beast mainline flex change in Nightbird. Now, when I did a video last week showing all the figures that were released in Japan, I actually highlighted this particular version of Nightbird because I hadn't seen it or heard anything about it, whereas I've got this information from TFW 2005. There we go. And you can see there she is in the packaging, and this obviously must be a new gimmick, flex changer. So for those of you who can remember that video, there it is. We had the purple bits in the middle, and as I was saying, it must be some form of like one-step changer or something, but it's apparently called a flex changer, and she's been spotted at US retail. So really interesting. I can't wait to see a review on that and see how it transforms, I suppose, presumably by itself. Flex, twist, and lock is what it says on the actual box. Energon Flex Band is what they're also peddling for the marketing scheme for that. Right, moving on. Again, things just keep appearing everywhere at the moment. Transformers PodPal character plush toys found at retail. So these are 9-inch officially licensed Transformers PodPal characters plush toys made by Just Play. And they've been found at Family Dollar stores for $5 each. I took this information from tfnation.com, and here they are, looking rather basic, I suppose, exactly what he looked like. He proper looks like Pikachu there though, rather than Bumblebee. Again, this is what I said in the other video. It's just sort of the main characters who all the companies, I suppose they're right, let's be honest, Bumblebee, Megatron and Bumblebee, you're not going to go, Bumblebee, Optimus Prime and Megatron, you're not going to go wrong with putting their faces on anything and putting Transformers next to it, but there they are. And indeed, there they all are on a shelf as well. So happy hunting with them as well. Right. Well, I've featured this guy loads of times. I think it looks fantastic. This is, of course, Fans Hobby, not Fans Toys. This is, I have to look because I have to make sure I'm getting the number right, and I'm calling him by their name because I would refer to him as Buster, which is, of course, the G1 Hasbro name of him. But he is, of course, MB23 Destroyer. Now, some of these images we've seen before, some of these are updated, and indeed there's ones with stickers, which you're about to see. So I got these images literally from the Fans Hobby Facebook page. Didn't sign in or anything, just went on. If you want to see these yourself, typed in Fans Hobby Facebook. It'll ask you to log in if you want, but you don't have to, and you can just click through these images. So this is, of course, masterpiece scale. He looks amazing. I'm so impressed with this figure. There he is with, again, I'm sorry, I'm going to refer to him like he's a Hasbro product or a Takara one, shall we say, with his Godmaster there he is again, fully posing. We've got some great shots coming up in a minute with not just of the Godmaster there, but of the I don't know if they're brothers, I think, but they're not brothers in, forget it, but they're not brothers in Japanese, but that is, of course, Hydra in Japan or Darkwing in Hasbro. This is a prototype with them looking exactly like the G1, but so much better. I cannot believe how good these guys really look. It's incredible, it really is. So there, of course, is the both modes. We've seen the robot. This is, of course, the alternate mode, with and without Godmaster, Power Master, however you want to refer to it. But as you're about to see in a second, again, fully combined. Look at the detail there on the cockpit. Fully combined with the, I'm just going to call them partner because, of course, they're partners. And indeed, they do combine very effectively to make Dark Wings. And I'm pretty sure that name was universal through both factions of Takara and Hasbro. So can't wait to see some colour shots of this guy soon as well. And here are the latest photos. There he is with his sticker sheet. He's only got a few stickers, to be honest, on the wings, and then indeed on the tail, and of course finally just on the sort of chest there. But I'm sure you'll agree that it just tops off that amazingly, and I'm super tempted to have a look at that one, to be honest. I just love the characters. I love the original toys, which I've mentioned a few times, especially in the last interview I did as well. Fond memories of these figures. So looking great. Okay, moving on to third party, Newage. This is another version of their Ymir, which is their take on Grimlock. This is their battle damaged version of him. Once again, I took this from Weibo. I'm not a member on Weibo. I just typed in Newage Weibo and I found these images for you. So there he is inside his packaging. And this chap here, again, his collection is phenomenal. Absolutely stunning. He's got everything, all of them on the back in his display cabinets, etc. You can see this brilliantly. So this is, let's say, battle damaged, which he does, I suppose. He looks heavily war-torn, a bit weird, etc. Looks a bit rusty. I think he looks great, and this is what I mean. Look at that. So what we've got there, we've got G1, G2, Shattered Glass, Comic Book Edition, Translucent Edition, and indeed now Battle Damaged. And there's probably still one other that I've missed there. So phenomenal amount of Grimlock via Newage there for yourselves. Moving on to, again, the hype train for Rise of the Beast is coming. This is fully to be expected. I don't know if it's in actual cinemas yet, but what we've got here is a nice popcorn bucket. Of course, getting ready for when the movie drops. You're going to be able to have all the merchandise with the popcorn buckets and the drinks, obviously. And there's the official Rise of the Beasts popcorn bucket, just to share with you. Right, I'm going to feature this now because I feature all the main conventions. So this is the UK's main one. This is tfnation. I've mentioned this a few times. This, I suppose, is quite a bit bigger feature, to be honest. So this is tfnation. This is August 11th to the 13th of 2023 in Birmingham. If you're interested in coming from overseas, it is so well situated. It's literally Birmingham Airport. Very, very small journey to the Birmingham, which is classed as the NEC. But I'm sure if you Google the hotel which it is at, which is the Hilton Birmingham Metropole Hotel, it's as good as classed as the Birmingham, Airport NEC hotel. It's so easy and accessible. And if you're thinking of coming up and down the country, it's just off the M6, so you can't really go wrong. There's all the details of the hotel, and then we've got some details of the guests. And I'm just going to quickly show you their images and just a little bit of a bio on them. So, of course, there you got Susan Blue, voice of original RC. Then we've got John Paul Bove, writer and artist. Then we've got Andy Cousins. I can't wait to meet him again. Such a nice chap, and he's got loads to discuss about. For those of you who don't know who he is, it's really easy to describe or sort of give you an example of who he is. He's my era or my generation's version of Evan and Mark and BMAC and that, because that's what he was. He was a product manager for Transformers at the very tail end of G1. And yeah, really interesting and a nice chap. We've got Jack Lawrence, again, artist. We've got James Roberts, writer, and we've got Jim Sorensen. I think most people have heard of Jim Sorensen with regards to Transformers. Quite a few real big names here. It's really good. Steve White, again, another writer and artist. And I think this is the last one. David Sobolov, and again, an actor, voice actor mainly, but again, exciting that these are there. That is the main banner flyer for it. And indeed, that does wrap up this particular edition of Transformer Facts. Once again, though, as ever, if anything else drops, I'll do my best to get it out to you. Fingers crossed I can get, as I say, I am not feeling the greatest, to be honest. I'm going to get out either Battle Trap or hopefully Prowl, and then see what I can do over the weekend. No comics still, unfortunately, while I'm trying to work my way through all these figures. And I'm still doing the NEC as well. 2 weeks Sunday the 16th, I'll be at the NEC doing a stand, selling off some duplicates and some of my other figures that I've got lots of. Again, they're still available to channel members first and foremost, so you get first priority. So thank you again to everybody on channel membership. Thank you anybody who just watches my videos, likes them, subscribes, listens to me talk about toys like this. Again, I'm still very, very flattered by it all. It's quite overwhelming, in all honesty. And again, thank you to everybody. That's pretty much all I've got to say. I'm sure I'll be coming back to you over the weekend with some news, though, because something always drops over the weekend. In the meantime, have a great one yourselves and take care.